Imagine buying an AI lifelike girlfriend. How down bad you gotta be, you know what I mean? Hey Siri, are they real? Oh.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
What up, YouTube? It's Ground Entertainment. I'm Eddie G, and today we are reviewing Companion. Companion stars Sophie Thatcher and Jack Quaid. A couple weekend getaway with friends at a remote cabin which unravels into chaos after revelation that one of the guests is a companion bot. First things first, the standout in this film is Sophie Thatcher. You know, it's kind of what I come to expect of her. The only other time I've seen her is in Heretic in late 2024. I thought she was phenomenal in that, and I thought she did a really good job here in Companion. Trying to play an AI robot that seems lifelike, that seems like a human being, but also you have to be able to exhibit certain traits that look robotic. You know, I thought she did that wonderfully. You know, it's a very hard thing to do, to make something that is supposed to be non-human look very human, but also robotic at the same time. But I think she did a phenomenal job. You know, she gave us little hints here and there that she was a robot before obviously the revelation comes through, and that's not a spoiler. It's in the trailers. You should know it if you watch the trailers. I think she did a phenomenal job playing a robot, which is not an easy thing to do by any means. Now, my favorite part of this film is actually two things. One was the proper use of gore and violence. I am not a fan of films that use gore and violence, extreme violence, for no reason. But in this film, it seemed that every time there was violence or blood or killing, it actually moved the story forward. It progressed our story forward. And that's when I'm okay with the use of extreme gore and violence. Just because it actually moved the story along. It didn't feel like they were killing a character or there was blood on the screen just because the sake of having blood on the screen. It felt very useful to the story, and it moved us along very nicely. There was never a moment where I was like, okay, that violence scene was a little unnecessary. It was kind of just having violence for violence. I think this film did a phenomenal job of using violence as a tool to move the story along. The second thing I really loved about this film was the pacing, and it's one of the better paced films I've seen in quite a while. A lot of the films recently, I feel like they either drag along at the beginning or they try to rush through the end. No, I'm not sure if it's because they have a timeline or whatever, but movies either seem rushed or too slow recently for me, and this one was perfectly paced. They take us through Act 1, 2, and 3 at a phenomenal pace. I never felt like there was a scene that was filler scene. There wasn't a single scene that I said, okay, maybe that wasn't necessary, maybe that should have been cut. Everything felt integral to the story, and I absolutely love when films do that because it moves along the plot and we have fun. The whole time I was having fun, the whole time I was entertained. So I really like that about this film. Also, once the action starts, it's non-stop. You know, once the revelation comes through that she is an AI robot and she has to, you know, fend for herself, it's non-stop action, and I really love that. And there was also a good deal of comedy, and good comedy at that. It wasn't, you know, because horror movies usually have very cheesy, corny comedy. This movie did not. This movie was really funny at times, and I actually chuckled more than once. And just to go back to the cast, overall, I think everyone did a phenomenal job. You know, I want to make sure to give everybody credit when there's a film where I feel that everybody did a great job. I want to make sure all the actors in that film get their credit. So Jack Quaid as Josh, Lucas Gage as Patrick, Harvey Gillen as Eli, Megan Suri as Kat, and Rupert Friend, I hope I'm saying his name right, as Sergey. I think everyone brought their A game, and this cast was either the cast and director did a great job, or these guys are just phenomenal actors, and they all played their role really well. I think especially, again, Sophie Thatcher, she killed it. She is the standout in this film. Jack Quaid, I think he did a great job too. So the cast, just wonderful all the way around. Overall, I think this was a phenomenal film, and I'm not the type of reviewer on YouTube that like gives a film an 8 or 9 just to sound smart. I don't gatekeep the 10 out of 10. This film is a 10 out of 10 for me. And in terms of the Eddie G tag, I will be buying it on 4K Blu-ray and putting it on my special film shelf. But anyways, that was my Companion review. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section, and let me know what else you want me to review. I have a couple movies coming out this weekend, you know, Hard Eyes and Love Hurts. I'll probably watch both, review both. But until then, this is Eddie G signing out. Thank you.